Hello there! A vlogging we shall go, a vlogging we shall go. Hi-ho the dairy-o, a vlogging we shall go. I'm outside and roundabout, I'm outside roundabout. Hi-ho the dairy-o, I'm outside roundabout. Hello there! Oh, it's good to see my friends. Good to see you. Sorry about the glasses. I have to wear the glasses because I'm walking roundabout. Yes, when I'm inside the house or in an apartment or somewhere that's no wind and I don't have to go anywhere and it's, well, I don't need glasses when I'm inside. I just do my vlogging. Yes, I was trying to get a hold of somebody and they're in Ireland. Yes, Ireland. There are people in my family that are from Ireland. But this is the Brit anyway. So hello there. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about having what we're going to be doing. I wanted to have a roundabout outside, walking around, because one of the people who subscribe to the channel personally told me, well, you're always inside. Well, why don't you go roundabout and talk to some people and interview and things? Well, I'm not going to interview because you have to have that sign off that thing that says, I will not sue you if you interview me. I had been with a brown-eyed girl. I cut myself helping her move something that was glass. I was moving something that was glass, and yes, I cut myself. I'm bleeding, am I? She didn't really like that to concern. She says, are you okay? She left. I was moving the refrigerator and fell right down upon me. She left. She did bring me some napkins. I had a wet there. I think it was tissue. It was tissue. There was tissue. You might see a bunch of trees behind me, a lot of movement. If you hear some wind, sorry about that then. So anyway, let's talk about some jokes. What? Yes. The difference between an intelligent Scotsman and, an intelligent Scotsman in a Loch Ness Monster. You see, a lot of people think that I'm going to be saying, oh, well, they're both mythical creatures. Of course not. Of course not. I said Scotsman, not Irishman. And I wasn't saying Britishman. I meant Scotsman. The difference between what's the same thing to do with a Scotsman as a Loch Ness Monster? An intelligent Scotsman in a Loch Ness Monster are very much alike because extremely hard to find, always hiding around about in water. Well, anyway, it's very hard to find. It's very hard to find. Now, see, it is very hard to find an intelligent Scotsman. Yes, I don't like the Scots, the way they tell jokes. It says, a Scotsman told me, why did God make the Scotsman? I said, I have no idea. So he said, so you always have some good company. Oh dear. Yes, the Scots. I love the Scots. Scotland's okay. Right? There's nothing wrong with the Scots. Yes. I tell you about the gentleman who was building, he was building his house. The Scot was adding something. No, actually he was adding something the Americans called a gazebo. The Scot was making a gazebo. So he goes into the place, I don't go, I guess you'll call it True Value, or something like that, out there. They don't have True Values out there, but it goes into the place where you get things like True Value, you know, your hammers and nails and 2x4s and whatever you have. And he was asking the gentleman for some nails to make his gazebo. He says, well, how long then? How long do you want the nails? He says, I want to keep them. The guy was asking, do you want 2-inch nails, 4-inch nails? I don't know about those Scotsmen. I like Scotsmen. Anyway, I don't want to pick on the Scots. So anyway, I love the Queen joke. Now this time I'm going to tell the Queen joke much better. So listen up, what? Barack Hussein Obama, the ex-president of the United States, go over to see the Queen. I love the Queen. And she talks, and she says, he wants to know, how do you get the country running so well then? And so she says to the Barack Obama, well, you've got to make sure that you have the right people in the right places. And Barack Obama says, well, how do you do that? He said, well, you have to make sure they're ready to do the job, and you let them do the job. And he said, how do you do that? Well, I quiz them. You quiz them? Yes. So she talks to former Prime Minister, at that time, it was Prime Minister John Major. I actually don't care for John Major. Major recession, major problem, whatever. Anyway, she goes to him and she says, John, come here, please. And the Queen of England summoned John Major. John Major went over to where she was at. And he says, yes, Queen. I was very polite. Oh, sorry about that music then. Can't help that. Some random person's got some random music, right? You might hear some wind too. So she says, John, your parents have a child. It's not your brother and it's not your sister. Who is it? And John Major says, well, my parents have a child. It's not my brother. It's not my sister. It's me then, what? He says, very good, John. And then, so Barack loves that. So Barack goes and finds his number one person. What was his name again? The Vice President of the United States. I forget his name, I don't know. American politics. So the Vice President of the United States at that time was underneath President Barack Obama, and he goes over and he asks her, Mister, your parents have a child. It's not your brother and it's not your sister. Who is it? And so Joe Biden, the Vice President of the United States, goes all around Washington trying to find out who this person is. So he finally goes over to the Attorney General, and he says to the Attorney General, Mr. Attorney General, Mr. Attorney General, your parents have a child. It's not your brother, it's not sister. Who is it? And the Attorney General says, well, my parents have a child, it's not my brother, it's not my sister, it'll be me then. So he goes back to Barack Obama. He says, well, listen to me, Barack, I found out who it was. He says, who was it? He says, it was the Attorney General. He says, you idiot! It wasn't the Attorney General. It was John Major. That's how funny people are. Well, anyway, I've got to cut this short. It's supposed to be a short. Let's see, about the vlogging we shall go. Vlogging we shall go. Hi, hold the stereo. Vlogging we shall go. I talked about the brown-eyed girl. See that cut? You can't see that cut. It's called a band-aid over what? Oh, I was trying to help the brown-eyed girl. I moved 2 refrigerators and this entertainment set by myself, and then she had her so-called chauffeur. Her chauffeur was helping her. Then I had to move this. When I was moving the refrigerator, I damaged an aquarium that was already damaged. So when I'm moving the aquarium, I cut myself on this. Even though I left it on the small table, I was taking out the table, and lo and behold, I cut myself. I'm bleeding. She thinks it's funny as anything. She brings me some tissue. I stopped blooding. I said, I have to go home. Eventually, she took me home. She said, I'm going to come back and get you later. No, I am visiting with a friend of mine. Sorry about that then. So anyway, I've got to upload this. If you like this different style where I can walk round about and you can see the sunlight, and I don't even know how this looks, what? I'm in the middle of walking. So walking I shall go to a secret location. Ooh, a secret location. The Russian might be up later today, I don't know. So, live long and live long and prosper. Peace out! До свидания. As the Scot says, God bless America. And as the Brit says, the Irishman, I love the Irishman, I'm the Brit. The Irishman says, Harango bra. In the Spanish, I'm getting tired of all these people talking in the vlogging time. He says, hasta la vista. But for me, I want you to have a jolly good, I said jolly. You hear all those cars? You see, I've got to tell my friend that she made a mistake, what? Anyway, have a jolly good day.